Alright, it's part 2, Mobile Robo, still out here in Warren, the Pine Grove Cemetery, looking at the old school element of these graveyards. I'm getting a closer look at the early elites and how vast and big the amount of people was back then that founded this town. Who's this? Hannah Deacon. That almost looks like a nun. It's a strange symbol above the head. Let's see what this one says. Look at that. It's a Mason symbol right there. Enoch something. Memory of Enoch. That's definitely a Freemason symbol though. So this is the first one I've seen that's this old and it actually has a Freemason symbol on it. Now what's that say there? Is that 1824? So they said that it says Precedence 1858 on the Masonic Lodge out here, so this proves that the Masons were no doubt conspiring in here before 1858. Walhert? Enoch? Wallard. So this isn't another Freemason to the list. We'll go through these videos again. Jot down more information. This one's got pillories. And now the urn, to me it looks like it has a flame in it. What does that represent? The reason I came to the theory of child sacrifice is because most of these early settlers were farmers. And if you look into tales of sacrifice, they did it for the crops. It's just a speculation. Some people could be offended at it. My life's gonna keep moving on. I just think it's odd that there's so many different styles of these urns too. Now look at this. This one I think is kind of creepy. Like, whose face is that? Look at the nose. That's not a normal nose. It's almost like half human, half something else. Gotta note these things. What is it? Mr. Joseph Cutler and Rebecca Cutler. Cutler's a big name out here, it seems. More little ones. Whoop, there's bugs over here like crazy. And I'm sweating. There's another one like that with these weird faces. With the triple nose. That's pretty cool. Mr. Thoe and Mrs. Sarah Cutler. So this one's the other way. Has it been pulled out or actually put like this? Another Abigail. This one was really nice at one point. Chipped apart. Cutler, son of Deacon Thoe. How come I never seen these names in the history book? You see there's another history book that gives more 1755. See if we can go. See if there's anything early 1700s here before the date of the graveyard. I think it said 1746 if my memory serves me right when we walked in. 1750. This one, look at how it's cut. What cut something like this? That is absolutely strange. That thing was purposely cut right in half. Why? That thing was cut perfect. And now it's gone. That's kind of fishy. It's got pillars on it too. Wonder what was on this. Margaret Tyler. It's odd. Isaac Tyler, 1793. 1806 down here. Caleb Brooks, 1788. To me, that's definitely a picture of a woman's face. That's not a man's face. So if this is all the Tylers. Abner. That's an annoying name. There's another different style one with the triple nose. Catherine Carr, William Carr. What does it say? In memory of Joseph, son of Mr. William and Mrs. Catherine Carr, who was killed June 30th, 1770 by on-yoking a pair of oxen, he being in the 13th year of his age. Huh. Interesting. Little tale there. There's some actual folktale. Another Abigail. It's got 4 faces there. One of them has a smile. They all kind of have a different expression. Interesting. Some more little ones with no names. A lot of people that are in here that I imagine aren't in the history book either. Another deacon. It's Abner's. These ones are pretty cool. I'd like to have seen these when they first made them. They got high tattery at this point. This guy lived till 93, this person. And there's some flowers there, see them? Here's an interesting one. Look at the nose on that one. It's pretty strange. It really is. It almost looks like there's a horn there. There are horns there, see them? Kind of blended into the hair. Or is that just the way it tatted? Mofess Tyler. I found a web page on symbolisms of graveyard, and I'm gonna do a segment on that one of these days too. I can't remember everything. I try to. There's so much to learn. Caleb Brooks, 1788. All right. Now there's one over here that's really cool. And there's something cut right out of it. Why is there things cut out of these gravestones? To me, that is the oddest thing I've ever seen. It's easily 90. Frederick Carpenter, 1824. Fanny Knight, John Blackmere. That sounds really familiar. What was this? Looks like Samuel Bryant, Abigail wife. Samuel Bryant. James. 1766 on this one. Jones, and this one's really cool, but look at how there's something was specifically cut out of there. What does that, what did it say? In memory of Mrs. Ellis Jones, the virtuous and undeniable comfort of the, by Isaac Jones, who departed this life, April 18, 1778, 56 year of her age. And it looks like they're trying to cut this out. Why are they cutting pieces out of these stones? It's like they're purposely cutting pieces of history. You can see the dust from that. Now look at this one, it's absolutely exquisite for how old it is. And it is creepy looking. That's really cool. The artistic value is just, those wings are really nice. Just looking up. That's, to me, that's creepy, and then it's got the flowers, and then it's got something right there too. That's odd. I don't want to dwell on it too much. Reverend Isaac Jones, look at this. The symbology, it's got the grapes. That was a sign of royalty. If you go back to the Jack the Ripper case, how the hookers were winding up with grapes and only people with money had grapes. (1784). Sacred memory of the Reverend Isaac Jones, who was almost 40 years of the faithful after an unfortunate and affectionate pastor of Christ who flocked to this town, employing at turnable times his lovely powers and useful duties in fervent prayers, in earnest preaching, in pathetic perfuation and improving. I can't make that out. Do for the edification and comfort and salvation of his people, supported by that religion which he had too long predicted and preached. He died in faith and hope, July 3rd, 1784, in his 67th year of his age and 40th of his ministry. That one's neat. It's got the grapes as well. More urns. A real bliss. Baxter Bridges. This one's unique. Tell me them don't look like just the designs in the corner. Thomas and Martha Buffoon. Now, the average person can't get out here. Here's a 1749, so far the oldest one. Samuel Buffoon, who died at 29. 29th. Oh, this is 57th year. Buffoon, what a name. There's a sun. It's nice. Alright, so it's Nathan Chadwick. His name's right there on the urn too. Now see how this urn is different than that urn? Obviously they're going to make different designs, but there's got to be some kind of symbology behind it. This has got something specific at the top, and so doesn't that. And it's got different leaves up there. And this one has pillars though, with stars that represent the star people. We don't know. What I'm trying to find is Issachar Cummings, the father of Charles Cummings, because that's what Cummings Pond is named after. I thought it was Charles Cummings, because I've been here several times, but I was mistaken until I read the history book. And I'll stand corrected, because I want to be if I'm wrong. I'm trying to get people the best, closest information to history. Ezekiel, Marks, Judith, Isabel, Brooks, Mary Ma. I like that symbol. It's like the A, but a little different. More little ones without names. It's got to be children. Could it be actual sacrifices? And it would stand hold stronger into it without the name, so then you can't even find the actual history of who they truly were. Anyone who would do that to their own kid is crazy, but within Satanism, if you look into this stuff, a lot of the rituals deal with sacrificing someone you love. Nathaniel Dudley. It's got a king's crown on it. Different symbols there on the side. Could just be fanciful. John Mills. This one's a weird face, almost mean looking. Looks like one fell there. John Mills. A lot over here, right? That's military. Someone's got the history of all these things. I'd like to know. That's odd. It almost looks like it got hit by lightning. It's eating it away. More little ones. Here's Simeon Dwight. The guy I got in the history book. Yeah, let's get some odd symbols on the urn there. Some kind of clover flower. Pillars with Illuminati flames, as I would call Simeon Dwight Jr. 1816. I like how the light comes in on the corners. So he died 1815. It doesn't say his birth date on here. It's odd. I think it might in the history book. Here's another one. $17.80 March 1917-80. Who died March 1917-80. Man, that's hard to read. So he was definitely, doesn't say how old he was. The 60th year of his age, so he was born in the 1720s. So that's definitely the oldest one here so far. This one too. Simeon Dwight, 1778, in the 60th year of his age. That's for his wife, and this is for him. So 1728. That guy that's the oldest born date so far. Edmund, son of Simeon. There's another little guy. See, this guy at least had decent ones made for his kids. This one I can't even figure out the date. Noah Ashley, Major of Regiment His Majesty Provincial Troops who fell at battle near Lake George, September 8, 1750. 55. My 51st year of his age. So this is an older one. This guy was born 1704. Who died her 42nd year, and she was older than him. It says her 42nd year by a couple years, so 1702 and 1704. She was 2 years older than him. Oh, sorry about that. And there's that. To me, it looks like a half monkey. They remind me of the monkeys from Wizard of Oz. Wow. Getting hot out here. Alright, we're back at the Buffoons. Let's see if we can find a date on these. So 17, so this is that whole first wave of people. I didn't see this guy's name in the history book. This could be the oldest one. Alright, Samuel Buffoon, who died, no, it looks like November 22nd, 1765, and is 73 years. So, let's see, 1693, this guy was born. It's funny how they want you to do the math for that. So this so far is the oldest one. The guy was from the 1600s. Here's Captain Solomon Keyes. How art thou fallen in the midst of the battle, very pleasant hast thou been, in memory of Captain Solomon Keyes, who was slain in the memory battle he fought near Lake George, September 8th, 1755, in the 55 year of his age. He was born in 1700. Solomon, his son, died October. You can't even make that out. His son was 30 years when he died at Fort Edward. Mary, daughter of Captain Solomon Keyes, and Mrs. Sarah Keyes lies here. She died December. I don't understand that abbreviation. 1756 in her 20th year. What an odd story behind them people. Now he died at 55. His son died at 30. And his daughter died at 20. That is odd. This could be of the Masonic value from back then. As time went, they got more cocky with throwing the symbol up there. Sarah Keyes, who died 1786 in the 86th year of age. So they were both born in 1700. David Keyes. Look at how mad she looks. Some of these look like they're the other way. Is there something on the other side of it? Why would you have them facing each other? What does that mean? To me, that That's kind of weird. Nicholas Boze. Well, I had a feeling I'd find something from the 1600s here. All my theories seem to come true. I follow my hunches. Now look at this. Genie, who died in her 7th year, February 7th, in her 33rd year, 55th it says. Look at those symbols. That's pretty interesting. It's like the pine cones. Huh. Look at that. What is that? That I've never seen. This one's pretty cool too. John Genie. Man, these are hard to read. That one's fancy. Watch out for those horse flies. Sam Robbins. The oldest ones are either the white stones like this or those red stones that I've been showing you. Pretty cool. Tyler's Lucy. This goes into the 1800s. This is one of the older ones. Gideon Walker. Alright, let's keep it going. Nathan Foster. John Barnes. Makepeace, that's the other guy I'm looking for. Gilshawn Makepeace. Gilshawn, I think his name is Makepeace. Alright, so if we've seen these, we're all the way over to this one. And that's Solomon Keys. So the next tier. This looks old. Solomon Ridge. These guys seem to have taken a liking to the name Solomon. Another yard and some fancy stuff. These are the 18th century, I can tell by looking at them. 1809. They started using the slate after. It's different. Let's get the Coy the McGee's coming off of it. The Eucharist. Jacob Hines. That one looks nice. Looks like someone tried to tip them and they realized these things are stronger than they thought, because I know how heavy one of them things are. The average person doesn't. Alright. This is taking a while. I'm going to end it right here and start another.